There are a lot of things in the world which really affect your performance and that ultimately kills your business. These are small things, day-to-day activities or day-to-day problems that you are facing in your life which ultimately affect the way you are doing your business. People, when they talk of negative addictions, they talk about drugs, they talk about liquor, they talk about maybe smoking or such things. But when we look at the real problems that a person faces, these are problems which are in our mind. These are problems that a person faces because he has been doing certain things on a constant basis, and these habits or negative habits that have got inculcated in him affect his way of doing things. The primary and first habit that a person has, and which generally affects majority of the people, is the opinion of other people about you as a person. Now this opinion could be about the existing opinion that people carry about you and the impression that you carry in the market about you yourself as a person, or doing a certain set of activities and that set of activities leading to a certain type of impression about you being, of what you are as a person in the market. Now what we are talking about is essentially the opinion of others that you will not be able to do a certain thing, or you will be able to do a certain thing but you will not be able to succeed in it, and these kinds of opinions which ultimately affect a person so much that he considers them the primary opinion and he forgets himself what he wants to achieve in life. What are the activities he needs to do to become more successful, become lesser important, and what others think about him as a person becomes more important whilst he goes out and to set and achieve a goal in a particular direction. Moving on, the second point is about directly talking about what we call as drama. What happens? Say for example a simple thing, and you'll have seen it every day in your office. A certain person comes to office, maybe he or she is 5 or 10 minutes late, and once he or she comes to office, there's a lot of drama. Why she got late, why he or she met traffic, what all things happened in the morning, and that kind of gossip, that kind of entire talk for the next 20 minutes, 15 minutes diverts the attention of every person in the organization towards him, and that person becomes the center of attraction. The whole problem is that this kind of drama is not helping you in any way whatsoever, and it is only affecting the performance of you as well as your colleagues in the organization. Try to reduce the drama wherever you realize that you are probably increasing the drama unnecessarily, and what you need to do is you focus on the work that has been prioritized or that has been given or allocated to you, and on the basis of that you can definitely focus and do more things effectively. The third most thing that most people also get really affected by is their past. The past could be in terms of maybe a failure at a small age. It could be failure to score in a certain exam. It could be failure in a certain type of business. It could be failure in anything that they had tried to achieve but could not do. And this failure of not being able to do a certain type of thing in the past becomes such a big influencing factor that most people cannot actually focus on the future, and they are then not able to actually begin work at all. They become so worried in their past that they do not begin work, and their entire focus gets focused on what they had done in the past and why they have not been able to become successful, and so why they should not do any kind of activity in the future, because even if they do any activity, they'll always be unsuccessful. I'll take a simple example over here. Abraham Lincoln as a person, he is one of the greatest presidents that the United States of America has ever had. This person met failure for 26 times in his life, and failures as bad as having a nervous breakdown in his life. But the point is, he came out stronger out of each failure. He emerged stronger, and he ultimately went on to achieve what he wanted to achieve in life, be it in terms of becoming the president or creating a policy for removing apartheid in the United States and becoming the first American black president. That these are all small things that ultimately affect you as a person as to how strong internally your willpower is to become more successful in whatever you are going out to achieve. Last but not the least, the fourth most important point that people get affected by is worry. Now this worry could be about certain things in life. This worry could be about whether I'll be able to do what I want to do. This worry could be about people. This worry could be about people who are not directly relevant to them also. This could be about the economy and the other influencing factors or non-influencing factors like political presence in the state or stuff like that. But the worry about this entire situation affects the person to such an extent. What will happen if this happens? What will happen if A things turns out to be true? What will happen if B things turns out to be false? And such things affect the person to such an extent that he really is not able to focus on his work and actually move forward in life. Summing up all the 4 points, the first point which we talked about was your opinion about others or your opinion in others' minds. Second point that we talked about was directly about drama, doing gossip, exaggerating or overreacting to situations. Third point is about the past. You are talking about the negative factors that have affected you in life and becoming negative because of those negative factors that have affected you. And last but not the least, being worried or the worry factor, which ultimately leads you to a situation wherein you are not actually focusing on work and you just focus on the worries in life. Thank you very much.